Hello, hello, my dear friends. How are you all? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Today is the 9th of March of 2022. I do hope you're all doing well. The world is on an uphill climb, that's for sure, with what's been going on around us. And we know that around about now, and even up until the 12th of March, I mean, March is not an easy month. Up until the 12th, roughly, another 3 days, it's very, very uphill. So I'm here today. It is a Wednesday, my dear friends, doing a twin flame soulmate sacred union reading for you. I do hope that you are okay and everything is moving along, even though it's very hard with what's going on around. How can we be happy when what's going on in the world? How can that be? Everyone has their own issues that they're dealing with. As I always say, hold on to the faith. Things are trying to work themselves out. So let's just stay on that, keep that in mind. Let's see what's going on in love as I'm doing the usual twin flame soulmate spread, the relationship spread. So we'll be looking at love since it's a Wednesday. All right, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. And of course, this is done on the 9th of March, but it will be, of course, important for you when you get to see this message. And I'd just like to remind you all, because a lot of people are not getting notified that I am uploading. They've told me that quite a few times. So what you need to do is unsubscribe, resubscribe, and make sure that that notification bell is pressed. It's ticked so that you can get notified. Okay. Dear Spirit, what's going on in this soul connection? What's going on with this important relationship in our lives? What's going on? Where is this at now? Roughly early March 2022. Love, dear Spirit, important love relationship, spiritual connection, divine connection. Okay, what's going on in the now? We've got a Page of Cups. Where is this relationship coming from? What's the seed? And we've got the King of Cups. So we do have a Scorpio energy and a Pisces. Lots of water, lots of emotion. It looks like, obviously, there's been some sort of a transformational cycle or chapter in your life pertaining to this connection, because we know King of Cups does mean a lot of love, a lot of depth. But because it's Scorpio, Scorpio is Pluto, it's transformational, right? Which means that there was many rich emotions here, but this relationship needed to go through some sort of a death and a resurrection, possibly. There was a lot of love when this started. It will be different for each of you. Right now, we've got the Page of Cups, which can be an apology, or that someone is only able to offer the Page energy, which speaks of let's get together, let's talk, let's be open to this, right? So far at this point, what is on the table is a small offer. Page of Cups, Pisces. We are in the Pisces season still, and I want to wish you a happy birthday if you are celebrating. We know that there's a lot of magic in the area of Pisces, but remember also that Pisces, even though it's unconditional love, it could speak to a cycle that's ending, where the Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. There is a large chapter that is closing up. Maybe there's been a sense of imprisonment and blockages and unknown and deception and all those shadow sides of Pisces, which logically Jupiter connecting to Neptune and just recently to the Sun will start to bring truths up. So if we've been wearing those rose-colored glasses, whoever, you or the other person, and logically you're on this side and the other person is here, we'll be looking at their energy. If you need to flip the energies, the sides, please do so. So there's been blockages, there's been karma. For some of you, this could be a love affair. We could be talking about a father and a child. So a father who's got a child. I don't know. We'll see. Let's take more. Let's look at you. We've got the Ace of Wands. So a lot of passion, a lot of driving force towards this connection. Very sexually attracted to this other person. And obviously the Ace of Wands, it's like a seed that's been planted from your side. We do see the blossoming of this wand. So we see that there was something came to light for you on your side. There's a lot of desire. There's the ability to create, and also something was shown to you, something that you were not aware of. The other person is showing up as a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a traveler. It's someone who's driven by their desires. So there are similarities in the area of the fire element. Okay, so there was the desire, also emotional connection as well here. But we know that Mars, which is our desire, how we move forward, how we act towards what it is that we're hoping to create within this connection, we see the other person as a Knight of Wands. So someone who could be at a physical distance, far away from you, someone who maybe travels a lot, needs to travel for a get-together. I mean, the Page of Cups can also be, it's an offer. Let's meet, let's have a cup of coffee, whatever it is for you. So possibly there could be a meeting. You both desire to do that, to get together, to have that talk, to clear any confusion. But we'll be taking more cards in a moment. Let's take the possible outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Three of Swords. There is a possible breakup here, or a possible disappointment, but with the because we do see three people here as well, possibly there is interference here. Okay, it could be to do with our the way we communicate. Someone may be not ready to accept an apology. Okay, remember that Knights are all about action. This is someone that's coming in very quickly, desiring a possible reconciliation. We see the Page also looking towards your way. So I don't know if this is you being very, I mean, Mars can also speak to disappointments or anger or frustration. So we will see. Let's take more cards. What's at the bottom? Another ace. The Ace of Swords is a victory card, but it's also I'm severing ties, or this is my truth, right? Let's take more cards and see what's going on. It's got a lot to do with Jupiter, I feel, in the sign of Pisces. Remember, Jupiter can also speak to separation because of a lack of truth or because of a lack of justice. We do have Sagittarius energy here, and we've got Pisces, and we've got Scorpio. So those areas, those archetypes are coming through. And we've also got some air. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is at this point. We've got Libra, so justice is here. Justice can speak to divorce. It can speak to trying to balance out the scales here, equal giving and receiving. Maybe there's been inequality, maybe someone, and it's probably the other person, not being able to give what they were giving in the past. We see the King of Cups, someone who is mature, but here we've got immaturity. The offer is not as mature as it was in the past, so things have changed. Let's take one card from the Good Tarot, one card, and a beautiful soul corrected me, a lady who's very experienced with this deck, who's been watching me for so long. She's been using this deck for ages. For me, it's a new deck, and she actually told me that the messenger in this deck is the Knight. And I, of course, am very open to other people's opinions or something that I'm not doing correctly, and I'm thankful for being corrected. So we've had the messenger, we've pulled the messenger from this deck before. So from here on, just so you know, the messenger is a Knight in this deck. So dear Spirit, what is the advice from the Good Tarot? And we have, oh my God, we've got Justice. I'm going to say, where there's been injustices, justice will come through. This is, of course, a very potent energy. Libra is Venus ruled, and wherever there is Venus, there is love. But also, remember, Venus as a ruling planet of Libra is an ethereal love. This is a very strong spiritual love. It's ethereal, it's a divine union. There have been injustices here. Remember, it's a number 11, and maybe this could even point back to 2011. I don't know, when Neptune entered Pisces, where, you know, a lot has been unclear. Now it's 11 years since 2011, isn't it? So 12 years is a Jupiter transit, so it's like we're revisiting back to 2011 and 2012. What was going on for you back then? So let's take the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Let's see what the advice is here today. Helpless and hopeless. That's the Eight of Swords, dear friends. So someone's perception is holding them back. They feel blocked. We have believe and succeed, and this is the Six of, it's the Six of Wands. Believe and succeed. It reminds me very much of the Six of Swords, so I'm going to throw in that energy as well. Of course, hopefully leaving any conflict and moving on to calmer waters, leaving troubles. Six of Wands can also speak to a bit of ego, someone being humbled maybe, or the fact that the effort that is put in, right, will bring a sense of change. Remember, we're in this boat, we are transitioning. There is change, but you need to believe that you can succeed, and there can be recognition here. Maybe also there's been vanity, and that's the Leo energy. And we have well-deserved reward. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Someone who is moving towards singlehood, getting out of any blockages, believing that they can succeed. They could be the master of their own lives and bring balance into their lives through taking action, through desiring to create, and also recognition. This speaks to recognition. Now, well-deserved reward speaks to abundance. It's the Nine of Pentacles, right? Someone knowing their self-worth. Someone that is in the Garden of Eden, has everything in their life that they've always been working hard towards, but where partnerships are concerned, there's a sense of loneliness, helpless and hopeless. A helpless and hopeless feeling. But remember, 9s are always an ending. Now, what's interesting is that we've got a full moon in Virgo on the 18th. So in about a week from now, we've got a full moon in Virgo. So Virgo is purity. It's cleansing. It's something is completing here, and someone is finding themselves in the Garden of Eden, successfully having ended any blockages, things that have been holding them back, fears, their perception, right? Someone knows that they've got the ability to succeed. Look at where this person is. And we've got joy and stability and the 4 of Wands. So we do have 11 and 11, which is 11 is here. This is like a second portal, maybe a second chance. After 2011, now in 2022, this relationship could be given a second chance. And of course, joy and stability, 4 of Wands. This is celebration. This is someone maybe also having freed themselves from an unhealthy connection, marriage, or someone is now free and ready to pursue their happiness. And there could be celebration, but also support from family, from others. We do have 10 wands here, which speak to the ending of a heavy cycle. And remember, the Ace of Wands, that turns into the Ace. Let's see, and we've got the win or lose, the 5 of Swords. So there are challenges, my dear friends. We will not we will not, what am I looking for? We will not believe that everything will be smooth sailing. No. Okay, because 5 of Swords, remember that it's trouble, it's challenges, it's harsh words, it's being conflicted, it's self-worth issues or other people being in the story. Now, it's a double-edged sword, which says whatever this is, exchange, which is difficult, cuts both sides, cuts both people. And we've got trust. Someone is going into battle. They're ready to fight for this. They know that Spirit has their back. This is a challenge where someone's trying to start a brand new cycle in their life, and they're willing to do anything in their power. This is a huge gamble that someone is taking. Win or lose. I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. And the of course the Fool, that could be a physical journey as well, and it's the Aries energy, it's Mars. So let's see, let's take more cards. Let's take the wisdom of the oracle and see what's going on. So quite a few swords. I mean, 2 times the Justice card. 8 of Swords here. We've got the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Swords here. There's a lot to do with perception, communication. We've got the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. That's 13 swords, dear friends. 13, which is Scorpio. And we know that the South Node is transiting through Scorpio. So it's got a lot to do with our self-worth, our values, fears of letting go of anything karmic in our life that's been holding us back, that hasn't been letting us grow and evolve, letting this relationship grow and evolve. And of course, money could also be a factor that is keeping this relationship in a challenging energy. Let's see what's going on. And we've got blessed, number 22. Wow. 22 in the Lenormand. Decisions. Let's look at 22. The essential meanings here are something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. Now the Oracle's message says, there are moments in life when, out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. So obviously some of you have felt undeserving of this relationship, my dear friends, and that was probably the interference. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Where relationships are concerned, you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. And as we know, Jupiter is practically connecting now with Neptune. And that is something that you've dreamt of, possibly being manifested, materializing, as long as you keep on believing. Believe and succeed, my dear friends. That's how the energies work, and that's what Spirit is advising. Let's take the darker shade of the relationship. The Mystic Moon Oracle for me is seeing things without wearing those rose-colored glasses. Seeing the situation without being too dreamy, too trusting, too vain. Let's see, dear Spirit, what do we need to know? What is the darker side? What is the shadow side pertaining to this connection? What are the emotions? What are the possibilities? What are the wounds? Fear. So from the divine masculine there is fear. Newt. So some of you may have not been in connection or not communicating. Right? There's a sense of emptiness here. A sense of not being able to speak truthfully regarding their fears and their deep, their subconscious emotions from the divine masculine. And there's just been silence. Newt. Right? But we've got big dreams, and dream big, I'm going to say with this card, as always. Some of you may be seeing dreams, having very potent and important messages coming through your dream state. Big dreams is very dreamy energy. It's that Neptune. It's connecting also through your sleep. So synchronicities, of course, but also how I see this, because when we dream and we connect with our other half, this would more than likely be a twin flame connection, where when we sleep we astral travel and we connect. And recently, as I've spoken of, with Jupiter having entered into Pisces, my dreams have been very potent, very, very much about connection to the divine. I don't know what's going on for you, and every time the moon passes through a water sign, because we're more sensitive to the energies, for me it's more the Piscean archetype or area of the chart, and I believe because Pisces ties in with sleep. So pay attention when we've got the moon transiting through the Pisces archetype area of the chart. Pay attention to those dreams. So big dreams, let's see. You probably dream of each other. You probably connect through your dreams as well. We've got shadow work that's being done. pertaining to fears on the divine masculine side. We've got winter, so there's a sense of solitude and going through many difficulties. Now this could speak to the time of winter, which we're still in. Well, we've stepped into spring in the northern hemisphere, but this could also relate to the winter that's just passed. For those of you in the southern hemisphere, my darlings, those of you in the land down under, New Zealand, in the southern hemisphere, you've just stepped into autumn, so this could be talking about the winter that is around the corner for you. But winter also speaks to solitude. It's that hermit energy where someone's been trying to see the light. Someone's been in their cave. They've been in hibernation doing that shadow work. And we've got received. So it looks like the divine masculine has received messages, fate. I mean, the palm is our fate, right? This is what we could read from. So it speaks to a lot of fated events playing out in the divine masculine side. Maybe they were wearing their rose-colored glasses and they've been taken off, and they've had to look at things without that dreamy state, right? So received is, okay, all right, that's enough. I've understood. I got the message. I've received what I needed to receive. I've seen the light. And I usually see this card as a stop energy as well. So let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got vibrations. So this is like how I usually see this card is more the divine feminine energetic field where there's vibrations being sent, messages, synchronicities, or just thoughts, perceptions being sent out, being transmitted towards the divine masculine as support. That's how I see this. The answer is no. As we see, there's been no nurturing, no love. No is like a closed door here. And a spring. So there's been something, the seeds have been planted, but still there is something that we need to connect with, something that we need to understand. Maybe there's been an offer in the past, but it wasn't accepted, as someone was not in the position to accept this offer. Maybe still needing to go through more process, more ascension. Let's take a couple more cards on the received. I want to see what this received is, because it can speak to messages, as I said, through your dreams. Return. Received, return. Return can also speak to a revisiting, a retrograde. Now we've got all the planets moving direct. Right now the first planet which will go retrograde will be Pluto. So this will be powerful, and that is in April. But Mercury also will retrograde, dear friends. In May. So from the beginning of May, the beginning of May, that could be very important, that time. But I'd also like to mention Venus, who's recently come out of retrograde. She did do a major 4 months in the sign of Capricorn, which was all about getting grounded, doing that shadow work, looking at situations, ending a major 8-year cycle, which does take us back to 2014. So I'm just wondering if that was important for you, and that Venus return, maybe it brought something in for you. Let's take another card. And we've got fear from the divine masculine and grief from the divine feminine. So she could be grieving. I'm going to say could last all the way up until the end of April. And dear friends, that's when the eclipses are happening as well. So something fated is being taken away. Maybe this is the ending of the shadow work that's being done from the divine masculine, and they're ready to return, to revisit, so that they could connect with the divine feminine who is in grieving mode, also in a very wintry energy is the divine feminine. So lots of shadow work being done. We will take another set of cards here. Remember, the blessed number 22 is a path that opens in 6 to 7 weeks, I should say. Lots of choices, opportunities for travel. For some of you, it's separation. But there's also hesitation in decisions. So someone not being certain. Before I take more tarot, I'd like to look at the Lenormand. Let me just restart my camera. Okay. Remember, on the side of the other person, it's Sagittarian energy, and Sagittarius, of course, is Jupiter ruled. But Jupiter is also, it's all about my truth, it's wisdom, you know, it's a maturing energy, it's someone that's ready to go on an adventure, take a risk. Let's see what the Lenormand holds. We've got the tree, which does speak to a past connection. Could also be a spiritual connection. Someone's needing to grow, to mature. Maybe they've been going through a maturation process, a karmic challenge as well. Maybe the past year, dear friends, okay, where they've been grounded. Maybe also having psychological issues pertaining to this connection. And psychological, a lack of unhealthy psychological state can also wear heavily on the physical body. So maybe someone's been going through a purging or a karmic clearing. We've got the letter here, my dear friends, and that does speak to communication. Fast, this is Mercury in Gemini, fast information, communications coming through. This could speak to legal documents. This can be an expression of let's get together. This could be news coming through after someone was waiting for that, for communication. Let's see. Now, the news is not going to be easy because we've got the Tower here and we see the challenges. There are delays, my dear friends. The Tower is a card of delay and blockages. Unfortunately, we've got two Saturnian cards here. Even though this is fast, there's fast communication, but it's, you know, someone's been waiting for communication, right? They've been very patient. I mean, the tree also reminds me of a seed that's been planted a long time ago, maybe also from a past lifetime. News comes in, or there's something pertaining to a separation or a divorce going on here, which is someone's doing the work now. I mean, I see the Tower as the red tape needing to go through the justice system, whatever that is. And there are delays. I mean, this also speaks to solitude and isolation. Now, it can be a little bit of arrogance or ego. Remember, we had the Six of Wands here as well. So someone is being humbled. Let's take a couple more cards. It could be a Leo that is carrying a bit of vanity. It is a number 19, the Tower. We have the Clover, which is an open window of opportunity. This is very similar to this Page of Cups. And we've got the purifying of this connection. This is a very strong sexual connection as well. This is an open wound. It is a wintry energy, just like this card here, but it's godly. It's a divine union blessed by spirit. Very much about an open wound pertaining to the Virgo energies. And Virgo has work been done towards this? Has there been effort? Or maybe someone's been too picky, or just looking at all the little details. That's how, discriminating Virgo can be on Virgo in their shadow energy. But it also speaks to morality and ethics, as well as wisdom. Someone's been going through a lessons, so needing to grow and mature and become more wise, right? Sagittarius. And this full moon in Virgo it's not an easy full moon, just letting you know. Those of you on Patreon, of course, you get the full moons and the new moons. If you're on tier 2 or tier 3, do consider joining us there as we go into the details. I will be doing that in the next couple of days for my dear patrons. But the lily, a beautiful energy, really is. And it's a wintry energy, of course, so it can speak to hibernation, or going through a challenging energy because of someone's moral ethics, which is exactly the opposite to the devil energy, I would say, right? Because the devil energy is toxicity. It's overcoming anything, not caring. The devil is, I'm going to have an affair even if I'm it's not ethical. But this also speaks to someone's beliefs. This is a pure connection. It is truly a pure and a motherly, Mother Mary connection. It's a divine connection. Let's see. And we've got the fish. And the fish, my dears, is all about our values. It's Venus in Taurus. It's abundance. It can speak to a cycle. So a repetition, a repetitive cycle, needing to do things through an ethical way, waiting for that divine window of opportunity to open, which is the Justice card twice. So the opportunity is here to cleanse and clear anything that was unhealthy, anything that was deceptive, okay? And we've got a very positive card, the ship, Jupiter in Sagittarius, moving, transitioning towards something long-term. This is getting ready to depart, to take a journey, ready to go on that voyage. We're taking that risk. We are moving physically, emotionally, ready to go on that adventure. And remember, if this is a long-distance relationship, then we are taking action towards that. Remember, the seas are quite rough right now, but the ship will move towards tranquility, believing and succeeding. And as long as we've got these divine energies, blessed energies coming from Pisces, but also needing to see if there's been deception or if we've been deceiving our own selves. We're needing to see what cycle is it that we're needing to end, so that we could release ourselves from a karmic challenging cycle in our lives, because that's what Pisces is all about. Okay, and it does speak to compassion, love, and sacrifice, dear friends. Oh my God. There is that repetitive energy. We are moving away from that. Someone could be moving away from an unhealthy third-party situation. Could be from a marriage, yes. There is the portal that's open. Now, if this has not been a marriage, okay, that someone's moving away from, where they're moving to, and this is a 22, moving towards someone's blessed union, sacred union. There is the blessed card, number 22 again. There is the path, number 22. And there is the house. Someone is leaving their home, their security. Maybe their insecurities pertaining to another commitment, or someone's moving home. They're ready to transition to another new cycle of abundance. Jupiter and Sagittarius. We've got the dog, so there's loyalty, there's friendship here, but it's at 18, which is also the moon. Things being unknown pertaining to loyalty, to someone's devotion to a stable, long-term connection, whether there's marriage or, whether this is a sacred union or there was another marriage, another connection. There is the mountain, number 21. The world card, right? 21. Someone needed, yes, to close up a major cycle in their life, to be devoted and loyal to this sacred union, surpass their emotional risks that they had to go through, and their emotional fears, and make up their mind to move forward. Well. Let's take more cards. Let's take this card as it was the general energy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see from the deep past with this King of Cups. 5 of Pentacles, right, okay. So there was no balance here. Maybe it was monetary issues, maybe it was beliefs. 5s are conflict, right? And maybe if someone was in another connection, there was no balance, no harmony. Maybe that's why someone stepped out and had an affair for some of you. Now, this is also social inequalities. There was a heart connection, a very powerful one, but maybe two people grew up with different values, different beliefs, and maybe also two people that were not in sync pertaining to their financial standing status. Well, someone was in a marriage, it looks like, for a lot of you. Taurus is here, Taurus, Scorpio. That's interesting. Scorpio, Taurus, because the nodes are in Taurus, Scorpio, which speak to our values. We're revisiting, we're looking back at 18 plus years. So looking back roughly at 2003, when the nodes were again transiting through North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. You could be revisiting back at that time. Now, we know the Hierophant is Taurus. It's Venus ruled again, but also Venus, let's say Venus and Pluto. So there was a lot of abundance, a deep sexual connection as well, but also a death and a transformation which needed to happen because of someone's traditions, someone's obligations towards a family, someone's beliefs. But it was also a spiritual connection. The Hierophant, that's exactly what it says to me. Now, someone was in an unhappy marriage. We've got the Hierophant here. Okay, someone needing to go through a transformation pertaining to their values as well. And remember, the Hierophant holds 2 keys. Let's take one more. And we've got the Lovers. So you see, there was a choice. There was a choice. Someone was choosing between 2 people. I don't know if that was on one side or if it was on both sides, dear friends. It will be different for each of you. So, Gemini, this is a strong, spiritually inclined connection, a very deep, transformative connection. Remember, we've got Archangel Michael here. And Archangel Michael is the archangel of, he's all about war, needing to fight for this connection. Let's see what's going on in the now. We've got the Two of Wands, so it looks like the portal is here. Someone's made a choice. Two of Wands, ready to go on a journey. We see that they're facing each other, okay? So the offer is towards you and your side, but we're looking towards the future. Maybe it's got to do with the past as well, dear friends. But the Two of Wands is, I've made my choice. I've turned my back on this last wand, what I desired at some point. I've been waiting to go on this journey. I've been waiting for this chance, remember this opportunity here, the clover, this short moment, this portal that will open for me. And I've made my choice. Let's take another card on that. And we've got the Hermit. So someone's seeing the light, or they're seeing the light on or around this full moon in Virgo. Remember, from one full moon to another, it's a whole month. So since we're having a full moon in Virgo on the 18th, this could speak to you concerning this time that you're seeing something with that full moon in Virgo, but things will be also playing out until the next full moon, which will be the full moon in Libra, and we've got Libra twice. So pay attention. That full moon in Libra will be happening on April 16th, which is 2 weeks before the first eclipse. So Virgo is very strong here. Let's look at you first of all. So there's been conflict. Some of you may have been in another marriage where there was a lot of conflict, troubles. Of course, Five of Wands is maybe also two people that are having trouble communicating. There's challenges here because they maybe don't speak the same language, or their views are very different. The way they've been raised, right? So their beliefs could be that. Let's take another card. And we've got the Hanging Man. So conflict about, I've sacrificed so much, I've been waiting. And the Hanging Man is, remember, it is an ending, but there's also an imprisoning energy with the Hanging Man. But it's also, I've seen things from a higher perspective, from my higher self. We've got two major arcana, Virgo and Pisces. We've recently had a new moon in Pisces, dear friends. So maybe that is what's playing out until the next new moon, which will be, and remember, that was the last new moon of the year, of the astrological year. And the next new moon, which will be the new moon in Aries on April 1st, which is April Fool's, something could be showing up for you where you're thinking, is this a joke? Is this a joke? And that is the new moon in Aries, of course, is the first new moon of the astrological new year. So pay attention to that, because that will sort of paint the picture of how the new astrological year will be moving forward. And of course we've got the equinox just after that full moon. So it's a brand new beginning, possibilities opening up. Let's look at the other side. Knight of Wands. We've got the Fool. We've got the Fool here. Aries energy, Mars. Mars is transitioning through Aquarius, dear friends, with Venus together. It's fire and it's in an air sign. Explosive energies, very challenging, very fast moving, very, very fast moving. Let's see, because Aquarius is all about futuristic energies, looking towards the future. It's also intelligence. And it's also the house of wishes and dreams. So putting in the effort towards a dream fulfillment. And we've got the Six of Wands, which is also here, my dear friends. So this new cycle, remember I said someone's taking a leap of faith and they're going to take on the challenge. There is the trust card. And there is a Libra again. Oh my God. 3 times 11. 3 times 11, 33, which is that divine Empress qualities. Someone is detaching, they are leaving something so that they could find their peace. Third eye chakra. Someone is listening to their intuition. Someone is listening to their intuition and they're taking a leap of faith as that portal opens. They're willing to do the work. They're going to take a gamble. And you know, a gamble, a risk is the Leo energy. And the Six of Wands is Leo as well. So this could be someone that's very successful at what they do. Someone that can come along with a bit of vanity. But they're willing to take a leap of faith and willing to, because there's recognition here that it is worth working on this connection. Let's see the outcome, shall we? Three of Swords, dear Spirit. Why do we have the Three of Swords? Oh my God. 11, 11, 11, 11. What I get from this, because that's twice 11, 11, that's twice the Four of Wands. What it's telling me here is that both sides could be in another commitment. Both parties could be going through the same energies. And I've said this again before. The scales will balance out, even though there will be disappointment for maybe other parties. Remember, the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. We are leaving something that maybe did not work out. We are leaving a situation that was it's like it's come to its end. South Node in Scorpio. We need to go through that transformation, and that is a death. Remember, and there's a rebirth possibly that happens. So we had 33 with 11, 11, 11. Now we've got 4 times 11, which is 44, which is an angel number, and it is the Emperor, my dear friends. Moving towards more security, more stability, even though there's so much that's going on. The Emperor does provide that security, and the Emperor is Aries, and Taurus could be any other sign. Libra is very strong in this reading. Leo, we've got Virgo, we've got Pisces, we've got Gemini, we've got Scorpio, we've got Taurus, we've got practically all the signs. Sagittarius was mentioned, Aries, all the signs practically. The only sign that was not mentioned is Cancer. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is willing to do the work. And this could be in relation to work. A situation playing out at work, but it's also, again, the Virgo energy. So someone is ready to put in the effort. I want to see the Hermit. And I feel on your side you're ready. you've seen the light and you're ready to sacrifice more. And you've also been coming from a very sacrificing situation, dear friends. So from a very compassionate side towards this relationship. And again, it's a divine. You've been dreaming of this. You've sacrificed a lot. Now maybe it's the other person that's ready to take that leap of faith and sacrifice and do the work, right? I do usually notice the cards closer to each side, so that could be important for you, right? So just pay attention to the cards on this side of the reading and on this side of the reading. So what is this Hermit about, dear Spirit? What's that all about? Another 9. The Hermit is a 9. We've got the 9 of Wands. Coming to the end, seeing the light, being one step before the ending of the challenges. Another card. And we've got the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Sending out those love messages, ready to take action. Where there was no action, remember here, remember the cards here, there was a hibernation. Someone was needing to see, trying to read between the lines, feeling as though, is this just what I'm feeling, or does the other person feel the same? Do we actually connect on another ascended, in another ascended level, on another ascended level? My God, I can't even get my words straight. Or is this my imagination? Am I just dreaming? Is this not real? But we've got the general energy as the Ace of Swords. Let's take that. Another ace, Ace of Pentacles. This is potentially a seed that was planted from the past, but I do notice here the door closed. Something needed to be spoken of, cleared, cut away before this offer could have been accepted, right? And this is obviously the seed for me that's been planted from a while back with the tree here, right? And we've got the 7 of Wands, so turning a difficult corner, but knowing the power is within our own hands. I want to take another card on that 8 of Pentacles. One card on the 8 of Pentacles and one on the Justice. So we've got the 9 of Cups on the 8 of Pentacles. Possibly a wish fulfillment. Someone being very happy with themselves, that they've done the work, or that they've seen the light, or this was a wish fulfillment and someone's been doing a lot of work which maybe will be shown to you even if you did not know about it, because a lot will be revealed you know, in the next month or so. A lot. Justice, dear Spirit. And we've got the Sun. Wow. Wow, maybe there were injustices. I mean, the Sun is Leo. It speaks to childlike energies, heart, true love connections, where there has been no romance, where there has been no happiness in another connection. Right? Someone is taking a risk on another relationship, maybe one that was a true love connection, but was maybe also challenged by injustices, by children, by family. Remember, we've got the Hermit and we've got the Sun, so we've got Virgo, Leo energies, and these are the full moons that have been playing out recently. So what is it, you know, what is it that needed to heal? Because we're seeing the light now with this full moon in Virgo. Remember, the last full moon before the one on the 18th now in March was the full moon in Leo, which was, it was challenging the nodal axis. So it was like an eclipse where someone really got uncomfortable, had to make the changes that were fated, that were necessary. And the possibilities here is that there will be clarity, healing, a new beginning. I mean, the sun can also speak to reconciliation many, many times, dear friends. Let's see, and we've got Leo on the side of the other person for a lot of you. And we've got the Three of Wands. We had the 2, and we've got the 3 now. So the Three of Wands, having the ability to see that those ships possibly are on their way. The work that you've done, the choices that have been made, that were difficult. We see here that, yes, there is a blossoming of this wand. These 2 wands speak to the more so a little bit of the past. Maybe, I don't know, it would be, the timing will be different for each of you. What's been going on maybe with that last full moon. Now with this full moon in Virgo, we see that someone is going to take a risk. Doesn't matter what they've been through. They will send out those messages. They will take action. They will take flight, if that is important for you to know. 8 of Wands is Cupid's love messages. It's, remember, the 8 is the infinity symbol as well. The infinity symbol, as you see there. So having gone over something again and again, but the portals open. 3s are the Empress, right? There's the Star. And the Star can speak to that wish fulfillment, being at a distance. Remember that Mars is now in Aquarius. Saturn is there as well as Venus. It's tough love, but the possibilities are endless. With the Star, there is hope for those, for that journey to begin, let's say. And there is the 7 of Pentacles, these stuck energies. 7 years, challenges, needing to prove oneself. Wow. What did I want to take now? I want to take some romance angels for you. Why not? Why not? Now the 3 of Swords. Goodness me, I was just talking and my camera was not recording, so I hope that you got most of the messages. I was saying here that the masks are coming off, the ability to have, and I was showing you these cards here, the ability, because someone's been going through separation, needing to release their ex and waiting on a divine union, one with a person that is already in your life. You've been attracting this relationship, but if there is no release of the ex and needing to make space, then this could be the one, the person that you have been dreaming about could not enter your life because there will be no space, no room for them. Okay, so a lot will be revealed. I'm thinking here with the deception card, that's taking off those rose-colored glasses. That is obviously spirit, with Jupiter giving us the truth after the dreamlike energies of Neptune, the deception. So we've got a Giovina Fanciulla, the Virgin. Something new is trying, something pure is trying to come through. Even though there's melancholy and someone thinks that this is an ending, someone does not believe, they're mourning the loss of this connection. They're mourning the purity, maybe a bit of deception within this relationship. But we've got the Belvedere, my dear friends, which is waiting on an arrival. Someone's ships, like that 3 of Wands. It's the 3 of Cups, which says, obviously, this has been a love triangle for some of you. Possibly this could be a reconciliation and someone is coming in. They're needing to travel, could be. And we've got the Knight in Shining Armor, the Knight of Cups here. Number 11 is again 11 hearts. This is having closed up a 10 of Cups cycle. So someone could be leaving a chapter where they've concluded pertaining to their happiness. They could not get any happier than what they were in the past. And remember that, of course, I'm not reading reversals. So someone closed the door on a chapter pertaining to matters of heart, and they're beginning a new chapter. 11. This is an offer through, and I see the Knight of Cups here, most certainly. And so Spirit is waiting, wishing and waiting for someone to take that journey. Waiting for those ships to come in, hoping and sighing that this torment will not last any longer. This separation, this physical distance, this emotional distance for others of you. Someone has been waiting for those ships, and we see the ship here. Let's see. We've got great fortune, so a lot to do with Jupiter, Sagittarian energy. We've got the coffin, so something obviously ended, something that was very fortunate, or, and remember I'm not reading reversals here, so if you felt as though you were in a down in the dumps energy, a very difficult energy, something is ending here. It's pertaining to this main male. It can relate to money matters as well. We've got the child here. There's some blessings coming through after an ending. There's an unexpected income. This can be this pentacle that was promised, if you remember here. So maybe taking a relationship to another level, to a next level, closing up a cycle where there was maybe injustices. We do have a divine masculine and a child here, which were the first two cards that came through. And we've got toil and labor, and it's a number 11. There is unexpected income, but the work needs to be done here. The possibilities are endless here. Someone's waiting on that portal to open. Someone may have also obligations to work, or someone is ready now to do the work, just like that 8 of Pentacles. Courthouse. This card shows up practically every single time for me, and it's a 23, which equals a 5, very similar to the Hierophant, but it does speak to going through legalities, injustices, trying to find balance, and bad health. Not how can I say it, not believing, there's melancholy here, not believing that this is, with that there is a possibility to find this balance, or to be able to get together. You know what I mean? The bad health is someone psychologically having felt very melancholy, a lot of melancholy, and this could also speak to, yes, just a physical illness where someone's needing to take time out, stay in bed. And it's a number 4, which is also the Emperor. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got thoughts. The divine masculine, thinking of the divine feminine. I'd like to just take a couple of cards on this bad health and the toil and labor. So we've got the Sun, my dear friends. I don't think I need to take another card. The Sun speaks to healing. Yes, it speaks to something being shown, someone being pushed to the limit with that full moon in Leo, right? As I said, which was like an eclipse energy, needing to get uncomfortable, needing to do the work, being pushed to the limit, but now ready to take a challenge, a risk towards this love connection. And this is also clarity, seeing that there is the possibility. We've got 231s, look at that there can be a healing pertaining to this connection, and that someone is ready to take a risk and create as well. And it's childlike energies, Leo, right? Leo is also, it's taking the initiative, being a leader. And Leo was showing up a lot on the other side, my dear friends. Okay, let's take some love messages. Handwritten love messages. And the divine masculine is thinking of a tower moment, thinking of doing something that is unforeseen. This card shows very much the Neptunian energy with the paintbrushes, and this person has been creating something, so that Piscean energy is within this divine masculine. Someone having the ability to create the imagination, thinking of doing something crazy, which will be a tower moment. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. I'm now awakened. Now I see clearly you are the one for me. Looks like someone had many choices, but they didn't know what to do. And they did not recognize the importance of this relationship from the deep past. I really want to work on us. That is beautiful. We've got a 15, 20. 20 is the judgment card, the ability to resurrect second chances. Let's just take a peek at the bottom. We're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. And that is an ending. This is, the door is closed. Someone is trying to give up here. And if that was, that was a number 10, which equals a 1, an ace. So that would be 21. Again, the world card, physical distance between the two of you, or someone's closing up a chapter that kept them imprisoned in an unhappy state, unhappy chapter in their lives, or another commitment, right? I do see this as very, very important. The blessed card, dear friends, there are lots of blessings. Stay tuned to those energies. Believe and succeed. Let's take Gaia. The Gaia Oracle, and this is your last message pertaining to this sacred union. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And remember to unsubscribe, subscribe again, and press that notification bell, because you may not be getting the messages. So what's going on, dear Spirit, in this sacred union, this divine connection? What's going on? And we have Tree of Life. Number 1, we've got an ace. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. And here is the tree, right here. There will be communication pertaining to this tree, this seed that's been planted, even though there are delays here with the tower. There will be a window of opportunity, a portal opening to a lot of abundance towards this divine union for many of you. Let's read this. The magical tree depicted in this image is symbolic of your life's journey. Having matured and grown strong through the changing seasons and cycles of life, you have now reached a stage of creative abundance. Your roots firmly planted in the fertile soil of your dreams and imagination, you are now ready to fulfill your destiny. A new creative cycle begins, one infused with your love and all the wisdom that you have gained through your life to date. The struggle is over. From now on, you will achieve greater results than ever before. And you will do this with grace, poise, and ease. All your past experiences, all the knowledge you have gained, and all the previous work now all come together to serve a higher, more heartfelt purpose. This is a period in which you truly are the master of your own destiny, a time where anything you would truly love to achieve or create is possible. And I did speak of mastery with this 6 of Wands up here. I am the master of my own destiny. All I truly desire, I create. All I create through love. All I create is for the higher good of all. I am truly blessed and grateful for all the abundance in my life. So this is very, very promising, my dear friends. And of course, we are not all on the same timeline. Do remember that. Oh my God, there's the gift. Now, I had a lady that, and I will not mention her name, she emailed me only yesterday saying that she keeps seeing number 17. And she's probably listening now, so I won't have to email you back, my darling. 17, which is the star, which is a card of hope. It's a card of future. It's a card of the ingenious mind, the ethereal mind. It's higher potential. It's humanitarianism. It's a wish fulfillment. Here we see 17 as a gift. And 17, obviously, think of 17, if we break it down, it's an ace and it's a 7. 7 is conflict, but it's also the Chariot. Think of that. We are leaving something where we felt scattered, and we're honing in our intelligence, that higher mind, that right side of the brain, right, towards our future goals, wishes, desires. Now, of course, it could speak to, because Aquarius also speaks to communication, communicating on a higher level, but also think of Aquarius being ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is, I'm going to break down, I'm going to revolt, pertaining to where I've been, where there's been no value, no love. This is me moving into my future, doing things differently and getting unstuck. I'm looking at things from a detached place, but from an ingenious place, and I can come up with solutions to anything. So 17, as I said, it's an ace, a possible new beginning. 7 is I'm turning a difficult corner, so turning corner. But if we add them, it's an 8, which is also the infinity symbol. And this is you believing in your higher self, in the ability to tame that wild beast, to be patient, and reap the rewards of what you have been hoping for, wishing for. Something that was at a distance, the gift, it's a gift. It is a gift. We've got the house here, number 20. This is like the tower. So after waiting, after being patient, after someone felt solitude within a marriage or within their lives or wherever they were, there is a gift coming through, because there's help coming through from spirit, dear friends. A divine masculine has gone through a maturing, sobering energy, or those of you that could be leaving someone that was more mature and connecting with a younger divine masculine. That could be the case as well. We do have the Knight here. We've got the Knight, and we've got a couple of Knights here actually, and we haven't really seen a king here. No, we haven't, but the Emperor has been mentioned. We see a younger divine masculine here. But also remember the cards from the Romance Angel, a lot to do with leaving something difficult, an ex behind, and moving towards this could be the one. So a new connection. All right, last but not least, a message from the Whispers of Love. And I said the last card would be the Tree of Life, but fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings, as long as you believe in those, dear friends. One last message. Thank you, Spirit. And we have actions speak loudly. Actions speak louder than words. It's a 49, which is a 13, Scorpio. Express your love through your actions. That's really interesting. Because if I tell you today that I actually use that phrase today, that actions speak loudly. When their words are not utilized, the actual wording or communicating and listening to the other person, so communicating well, it's the actions, because many times there are a lot of emotions, but words are many times, and emotions are very difficult to communicate clearly and can be misconceived, misinterpreted. But through actions we see that there is forward momentum, that someone is willing to do the work towards this connection. Yes, it's the actions, dear friends. So someone is going to send you a gift, which is a possible new beginning, a magical new beginning. Okay? Someone is willing to do the work, even if they cannot communicate their emotions. And here we see the infinity symbol and then the cross. The cross can be something burdening or someone's duties, but it can also speak to faith. So maybe also breaking a cycle, right? And holding on to the faith as you do that, because this is a seed that's been planted from the past. And this is a past connection. We see the love heart, the heart in the area of course, our the heart chakra. We see the heart in the heart chakra. So this does speak to serious and real heart connections. If this is a relationship where there's been too much deception and one person has not been putting in the effort, my dears, it's time to let that go. All right, so it's all about the heart, matters of heart right now, and there are true blessings here. As long as we believe we can succeed, the portals are open for that. And with that, I will leave you. I want to thank you so much. Love and light. I will connect again. Hope that you're all healthy, happy, and positive minded. I will talk to you soon. Love and light. Ta-da. Wow, dear friends, I was just going to edit your video and I saw that I had been speaking for quite some time. I've packed the cards away. These are the cards that came out from the romance angels, and I did not get to talk to you about those at all. So what we see here, and I'm going to shuffle again on the romance angels. So what we see here is we've got the flirtation card. We've got the pay attention to the red flags. So someone obviously was untrusting here. Someone could have been dealing with someone that had stepped out of a commitment, right? Obviously someone wasn't happy in a commitment. They felt blocked, right? And the other person maybe was seeing red flags. So even though, and even if this is that divine union that's come after a commitment where there was a lot of flirtation with the new person, let's say on another level, some of you were very untrusting and you've wanted to free yourself because you felt as though maybe they were just playing with you. I mean, we did have that Knight of Wands come through, first card. Okay, so it could work out that way for some of you, but also, as we see here, someone felt blocked. Maybe someone was not ready for a commitment because they were in another commitment as well. But we've also got the past life relationship, which can be a karmic connection or just a very strong sexual attraction. But it says you've known each other before. So some of you may also have been dealing with a soulmate or a karmic relationship that you've been wanting to free yourself from because there's been too much deception. And we've also got the engagement. So there is a possible ascension of this divine union for you, right? So this could also speak to just having engaged with someone on a very strong sexual connection, someone that was not ready to give you a commitment. There was a lot of deception, and deception masks being worn from both sides, both of you. So not being totally truthful with everything is the mask, and that's the Piscean energy, obviously. And obviously we had this could be the one, so I've explained these cards here, but let's just take another few cards, only because you didn't get to see me taking those cards. And remember, there is the possibility of someone, or could be both parties, going through divorcing with an ex. Doesn't have to be, they don't have to be on the same timeline exactly, where that could be happening for both people at the same time exactly. Remember the joy and stability here in the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. It does promise, that was the outcome card in the tarot, Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle. So we also had so many aces, didn't we? We had the Ace of Wands, we had the Ace of Pentacles, we had the Ace of Swords, and we had so many portals that are open. Lots of portals. So dear Spirit, Archangel Michael, please guide me. What is the possibility for love at this point? For this sacred union, this particular sacred union that my friends are watching this reading for. The person that they have on their mind. What's going on? What is the potential? Because the initial card was the outcome card. Well, it looks like the message doesn't want to get out to you today. I had a phone call which I had to take, another interruption. So let's keep shuffling for those of you that are still here. And I don't blame you if you're not. Okay. What's going on, dear Spirit? Archangel Michael, please guide me. I want guidance. I need guidance to guide those who are watching, those who are seeking guidance in how to move forward and what could be playing out. Please guide Archangel Michael, Archangel Lophiel. Please guide. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And the children also reminds me of a soulmate union. It's like the Six of Cups card, very similar. And romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So very soon it promises. Let's see what's at the bottom. Love yourself first. So some of you, yes, have been in a relationship where someone has been not loving you and loving themselves. It's a very selfish card for me, this one. But also, if you know and you respect and you know your worth, then you are also attracting this very important relationship, okay? Because if we don't believe that we are worthy of this special union, this divine union, this sacred connection, then it's like we're pushing it away. All right, darlings? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. There will be communication, truthful, emotional, open communication. All right, lots of love, dears. Thank you so much again. Love and light. Talk to you soon.